back to another video. Don't mind our nice little mess over here. This is for donating, and that is all stuff because we're packing, getting ready to move. But if you are new here, my name is Casey. My fiance's name is Paul. We have a 19-month-old son named Paul also. He's a third. My fiance is a junior. And then we have a 7-month-old daughter, Denise. I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me any questions, and so I am going to answer them today in a Q&A. So the first question is, how many months apart are Paul and Denise? So they are pretty much 12 months apart, but they are not a full year. Denise was born on December 18th, which was 5 days before Paulie turned 1. Paulie was born December 23rd, 2018, and Denise was born December 18th, 2019. They are less than a year apart, which I think is called Irish twins, so that's pretty cool. But yes, they were born within a year. 2 babies, 1 year. Woo! Life's crazy, but it's a lot of fun. The second question is, do you encourage teen moms? No, I do not encourage teen moms. I do support them. If you get pregnant, I'm here for you. I'm here to help anyone. I wanted to start my channel. I want to help people. Just like when I got pregnant, I went to watching other teen moms and young moms, and that helped me a lot with knowing that I could do it. I know I've explained this before, but it helped a lot. So that also goes along with this next question, which is, why did you start YouTube? I started YouTube because I always watched YouTube. I liked YouTube a lot, even before I got pregnant. And then when I got pregnant, I went to watching the teen moms and young moms and, you know, moms that are no longer the teens, but they had their babies at teenagers, and now they have 3-4-year-olds or whatnot. And so I watched that a lot, and it helped. I wanted to start my channel to help other moms, and I wanted to be able to also, you know, simply put everything on here to share our story and have memories and be able to look back on things, you know, when Paulie gets bigger and when Denise gets bigger, look back when they were tiny itty bitty babies, and it'll be really cool. So this question was a very popular one. It was the most asked questions for sure. It was, how many kids do you want to have, and are you planning on having more? So kind of with me answering one, it answers the next. We want 2 kids. So we have our 2 little babies. We have a boy and a girl, which we are totally happy with. No, we do not plan on having more children, but if we somehow did, we would be happy. And who knows down the road. That's as of right now, 2020, we are happy with our 2 little babies. We do not plan on having more babies, but you never know what's going to change even 5 years down the road. So only time will tell, you know, what we're going to do, if we're going to have more. Next question is, what made you decide on having the kids so close together? It was kind of, we just wanted our babies. We wanted to have more children. Once we had Paulie, we were ready to have another baby, and the age, it didn't matter to us having them so close. A lot of people looked at us and was like, whoa, you're crazy, you're having these babies this close together, you know, that's gonna be difficult, how are you gonna do that? You know, people, you know, oh wow, you're pregnant again. But we were, you know, we knew that we could do it, and that's all that matters, is that we were ready. So pretty much deciding on having the kids close together was that we were ready for another baby. We had everything fresh in our mind pretty much with Paulie. We had everything still from Paulie. So I don't know, we just wanted to start our family. Yes, we're young, but we are happy where we are, and we've worked our butts off to get where we are and give everything to our babies that we possibly could. The next question is, where do you want to travel? We live in New York, and I really haven't even traveled many places. I think I've been to maybe Virginia, I've been to Vermont, I've been to South Carolina, I've been to Alabama. That was because I lived there for a year, but there's probably been like a few here and there. I know I stopped in Tennessee one time. We went to the zoo, but that was going to Alabama. I've been to Pennsylvania, but that was just to visit family. I want to go to Florida though, and that's not far, but I've never been to Florida. And even if we did Disney, I would like to do Disney when the babies get a little bit older, because I want them to remember. But Paul nor I have been to Disney, so that would be a fun experience for us and the babies. Nice having the babies. You get to be a child again and do like the little things and watch the little kid show. I would say something not too far out of the, you know, far away would be Florida, but something far. I've always wanted to go to Hawaii when I was little, so I think still Hawaii I would go to anywhere like tropical, maybe an island, or you know, St. John's or Aruba, something like that would be really cool. But I would be happy with starting with Florida, a nice little vacation at Florida. Once everything passes, hopefully maybe in a year or two we could go, and maybe even 2 or 3, because that way the babies are, you know, 3 and 4-ish. They'll be able to tolerate going to Disney or something like that, and I know that would be a lot of fun. I would really enjoy it. The next question is, do you plan on getting any pets when we move? First, I do want to mention, yes, we are moving. I know I, you know, kind of said something about it in one video. We are moving sometime in about a month or so. It all depends. We are buying a house. So if anyone that's bought a house or knows anything about house buying, the time could go from, you know, here's a date. It could go earlier. It could go later, much earlier, much later. It could be anything. So as of right now, it's less than a month away. But, you know, we've had some bumps we've crossed with, you know, the seller. And with that being said, we do have a cat already. I think sometimes he pops up in a video, or I'll talk about him because he's always rubbing against like the tripod or just getting in the way of the camera. You'll see him in the background. And his name's Sebastian. It was actually my cat. He is somewhere around 18, 19 years old, so he's a little bit on the older side. I think when we move, for me at least, I don't necessarily want to get another animal right away because I want to get settled in our house. I know there's many things that we want to do in the house, so I want to get that all done before we start paying attention to a dog, or I mean another cat's not hard. I would like a dog eventually, but I also have very bad allergies. I'm even allergic to cats, but I just don't really rub up on them too much, and I've also gotten pretty much immune to his like danders. I gotten immune to it being I've been around him my whole life. I've had him since he was 6 months old, so you know, he's been around a long time and my body's kind of gotten used to him. But my dad's dog makes me itch. I think he's somewhere around 2 years old, my dad's dog, and he makes me itch because I'm barely even around him. Eventually, maybe down the road, we will get another animal, dog, cat. I don't really want a hamster. A fish is easy. Oh, that's the thing. I know I would end up having to take care of it. The next question is, did you plan the babies? And I kind of answered this before. Yes, we planned them. We planned Paulie, we planned Denise. Paulie, we literally got pregnant not even a month after Paul and I started talking again, but Paul and I knew each other from back in like 6th grade. So, and even back then, we talked about wanting children, so we were ready. We planned them. We planned Paulie and we planned Denise, and we honestly would have had Denise earlier if we could have. Next question is, when you were younger, what did you want to be when you grew up? I actually wanted to do something with construction. When I was little though, I wanted to be like an OBGYN or somebody that delivers babies. I always loved children, and I thought that would be cool to just, you know, do something in that field, but I grew out of that and I wanted to do construction. My whole family is very handy and whatnot, and so I've been around that my whole entire life and I've loved it. I actually even have a little hammer on my ankle, and that was one of my first tattoos, and I really, you know, have a passion for building and things like that. I haven't done it in quite some time, but I really do like it when I do, and I like learning things about houses and the structures and whatnot. So I wanted to be something to do with construction, building houses, anything like that. And I even have a degree in construction. I can do something with that. I haven't even done anything with it yet, just because we've had the babies and it's just been a lot. We had Paulie only a few months after I got my degree. I only have an associate's, but I don't think I would have gone farther with it anyway. I'm really not a school kind of person. This is the final question. How do you deal with everything going on these days, like with the pandemic and everything? So some days are really easy, some days are hard with the fact of just being home a lot. And I think I've even talked about this before, how difficult being home just all the time. And it's not the fact of being with the babies, it's just you don't get a break. You don't get to go out to the store with them. You don't get to take them other places other than familiar places that, you know, my dad's, my aunt and cousins. So, I mean, we're getting through it, and parks are starting to open, so we're gonna go to parks and do things like that, so, and get the babies out and run some energy. And that's the thing, they just run back and forth in here. Well, they, meaning Paulie, just runs back and forth from his room to the living room. There's not too much for him to do, and so we're getting through it though. That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Make sure you turn on the post notification bell to all videos, and follow us on Instagram below. Bye bye.